is a Construction Tales brief safety topic. In my last two videos, I covered what exactly is an electric hoist, along with the type of concrete buckets that are used during concrete pour operations. I also shared the required safety pre-check and operational procedures used during concrete pours on high-rise buildings. In this video, I want to share some more details of the accident and what was done in order to lift the partial stop work order that was issued by the Department of Buildings as a result of the failed hoist braking system. Let us break down the steps that were taken that led up to the accident and post-accident steps that were taken to resolve the issue and lift the partial stop work order. The concrete crew set up the space and ran a concrete hose from the pump truck in the nearby street to the base of the scaffold. Now there are a handful of teams positioned on several floors. The teams are all working to ensure that the loaded concrete bucket doesn't twist around and get out of control. At the base of the scaffold, the concrete bucket was loaded with 1/3 of a yard, or 1,373.5 pounds. The electric hoist operator then gets cued to start bringing up the loaded concrete bucket to the floor being poured. While in the middle of the concrete bucket lift, the braking system failed on the electric hoist. This brake failure caused the bucket to shift at least one floor down and partially dump out concrete onto the scaffold. This drop and tip of the bucket caused the weight of the bucket to crash and break a section of the scaffold. This included a break in the scaffold support to the building steel. The good thing about the way the loaded bucket fell onto the scaffold sections absorbed the weight and impact of the bucket. This protected the two workers on the scaffold from being crushed by the falling concrete bucket. However, one of the scaffold sections broke free and hit one of the guys in the arm. Thankfully, this impact gave minor injuries to one of the trapped workers, and he was able to finish the workday after his trip to the urgent care. This required trip to the urgent care caused the site safety manager to call up the Department of Buildings. A DOB inspector comes on site to review the accident scene. After the accident scene review, the scaffold contractor was given the green light to repair the damaged scaffold sections by the DOB inspector. That was the only type of work that was granted in the space in order to resecure the scaffold. A partial stop work order caused the work for all of the different trades to be halted. Let me add a note that I know that the engineer of record was also called out to the scene to review prior to the DOB inspection. Additionally, a Betamax electric hoist maintenance man was called on site to troubleshoot and repair the hoist. The hoist was repaired, serviced, tested, and the manufacturer finished and gave the general contractor the green light to use the electric hoist. Once the scaffold was repaired and tested, the space was prepared for a re-inspection by the Department of Buildings inspector. The DOB inspector was satisfied during the inspection with the repairs and lifted the partial stop work order. The crews were then allowed to return to work on that floor and prepare the different floors for either concrete repair or replacement. Again, thankfully, the crews were not majorly injured in this job site mishap. Well, my friend, this wraps up what I have for now on sharing with you the remaining details of this accident that could have very well have ended in death. In my previous videos, I had shared with you a sample daily pre-operation checklist that must be performed by competent crew members. As I had also stated before in previous videos, the objective is to learn from the accident while also trying to avoid similar accidents in the future. Having daily visual inspections, using daily checklists, and taking all possible safety measures for the task at hand is vital in order to avoid accidents. Stay tuned for future videos where I offer a variety of topic-related information that come from different construction-related safety subjects.
This concludes this Construction Tales safety topic. Come back for more topics soon.